Welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon, and I'll be guiding you through today's reading. For those of you who are looking for love and wanting guidance from Spirit about how to find the right partner for you for this stage in your life, this reading might be for you. Let's see what's going on in your world today. We have alignment. Things are moving quickly. You've determined what you don't want, and you've done a lot of inner work. Oh my gosh, I'm picking up on a couple dark nights of the soul. A lot of shedding, a lot of removing yourself from circumstances that were not easy to extricate yourself from. And that may have been years ago, or may have been very recent. The similarities for the group I'm picking up on really has you moving quickly towards a goal right now. Because you're in alignment with it. Definitely ready to take action in your love life. We have Knight of Wands energy. You're kind of aligned with a passionate zest for life. Ready to jump in and enjoy life, to have fun. Okay, show me more about your energy. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so not only Knight of Wands here, that was only at the bottom of the deck. It didn't come out yet. In your energy, we have Knight of Cups. So what you are bringing to the table, the way that you're taking action is very heart-led. It's very emotions-based. You want genuine love. And that's the way that you're behaving, and it's what you're attracting. With the Ten of Wands in reverse there at the bottom of the deck, that tells me that if it's not this, you're not in alignment with it, you're dropping it immediately. You're not entertaining it. Confirmation burp. You're ready to walk away from anything and everything that does not align with what you know you deserve, what you want out of life, what you believe will make you happy, what you enjoy. You have a better idea now of who you are, what you can tolerate, what you shouldn't have to tolerate. You have a pretty good picture. I mean, I do sense flexibility here, but you have a pretty good picture of what you want and why. I think you may recently be going through or have just finished moving, or leaving behind a group that you used to belong to. You may have left a religion or a political party or a country. There's something big. Yeah, I think that you've moved or are in the process of moving. Possibly to find love, moving because you've connected with someone, or maybe the place that you live, you felt like there aren't good opportunities there for romantic connections, so you're moving somewhere where you feel like you'll be happier. There's more like a positive dating scene, or the sort of dating scene that better aligns with your character and where you are in life. Like, I'm getting this sort of comparison to my life and paradigm, just in my awareness of like different cities and dating culture in different cities. And I know some cities, the nightlife is all about like downtown bar scene and clubs, and there isn't really that much else to do. Everything else is very family oriented. Like the nice restaurants and music venues are all like very, they cater to like established families. Moms, dads with kids coming together as a group. So there seems to be like, if you're single and wanting to connect, you go to a club, and it's very much like hookup culture. But then there are other cities where, like, I'm thinking of Denver I don't know if that's where you're moving or if you guys are familiar with the analogy here, that there's a lot more of like, and I'm not, I've never lived in Denver. I've visited a couple of times, so if I'm if I'm speaking out of turn here, please correct me in the comments. But just to draw an analogy and kind of make a description of the energies that I'm picking up on here, what I've gleaned through my experience with the Denver dating scene is that it's much more about like fitness culture, hiking, cycling, rock climbing, eating healthy, going out for lunch dates to go on a hike and get an acai bowl. And there are a lot of outdoor spaces available for activities that are conducive to meeting other people. So it's not like the only place in the town is to meet single people is a club. So I think that part of your impetus to move here is either towards a specific person or towards a place that you feel better aligns with you and what you want out of your life experience in that sort of a way. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at the energy of the person closest to you. We have, okay, dreams coming up in the future for them. The star comes out first. So I think they are really aspirational. This could be talking about them having a dream and a vision for themselves in life. Maybe they're really a dreamer who follows through on their own goals and vision. I get the sense that they are doing it, not unrealistically with the Eight of Swords in reverse there. They're not the like Peter Pan syndrome, always chasing a dream in an irresponsible way. This is much more like not disillusioned by life. They still have hopes and dreams and goals in life. They see the beauty in life and they want to pursue it. They want happiness and beauty in their life. I think also they may be involved with either like as a practitioner or receiving of the healing arts. They might work in healthcare or in a more like esoteric healing. I'm getting like a yoga teacher or a Pilates teacher or like sound bath healing. Could be something like Reiki. This person is a healer, whether or not it's their profession. Three of Wands in reverse. I think that they are pretty planted where they live. They're not looking to travel a lot. I think but that's coming from a sense, at least the way I'm picking up on their energy, it's coming from a sense of satisfaction with where they are. They feel like their whole life is a vacation, kind of, and they don't need to escape from it. They've built and crafted a life that brings them a lot of satisfaction and joy and happiness. And also, I'm getting from this Three of Wands reversed that they're not really waiting around for anything to come to them. They're a very proactive sort of person. They know that they can create the circumstances that are going to result in their satisfaction and happiness. And they're not kind of sitting around waiting for anyone to do it for them. I haven't dated online for a while, but I'm reminded of the way that I'm kind of reading this person's energy I'm reminded of instances where I've seen where you read someone's profile and you really get a sense that they're unhappy in life and they're kind of waiting for someone to come and fix it for them, waiting for someone to come and take care of them. And I think that's not what you're about. The person who's strongest in your energy, whether or not they've presented in your life yet, they're not waiting around, confirmation burp, they're not waiting around for someone to come and fix their life for them. They are proactive. They are empowered to do it themselves. Yeah, the Magician here, as I split the deck. If they have a partner in their life, ever, it's because they want a partner, not because they need a partner. This isn't a serial monogamist, and in fact, they may have been single for a while. This is someone who is a peacemaker. They manifest the end of conflicts. They might be a natural mediator, or again, that might be part of their professional efforts. This could be someone who is in what do I want to say? Psychiatry, psychology, or therapy. I think this person has definitely attended therapy. Because I get a strong sense of self-awareness. They've done work on themselves. So whether or not that included a sort of therapeutic approach in a standardized sense, they've done a lot of work. What I'm getting here, though, is this taking any opportunity to remove weapons of war, to clean up this could be like content moderation. Like, if there's animosity of ideas, this person takes action to weed out and remove harmful ideas, harmful rhetoric. They're very adept at this. Okay, show me what brings them together. Okay, this person, someone, I think it's the person who's going to take action toward you. I had a feeling that the Knight of Wands was going to make an appearance, actually, like jump out eventually in this reading, once it kind of showed itself at the bottom of the deck there earlier. The way that you guys are going to connect is by one of you approaching the other, and I think this person is going to approach you in an active sense, in a fun-loving sense. Tell me more about this meeting. There won't be a lot of unknowns. There won't be a mystery. I think like romantic tension is something that can build attraction, but it's also unnerving to some people. And I think you're going to have that in common with this person. They're very forthright. They're not trying to build romantic tension in order to get you hooked. They are fun-loving. They are interesting to be around. They are alluring. And they're going to find you to possess those qualities as well, and they're going to admire and enjoy those qualities in you. But one thing that you're going to have in common is this moon in reverse energy of I've done the dark night of the soul. I've walked that path. I've ventured into the unknown. I've gotten to know myself. I don't need more I don't need to excavate from the shadows anymore. It's going to be easy to trust this person. Okay, but tell me more about, like, how is that relating to the way they're going to meet, their first meeting? Okay, I think it's not going to be at night. It's going to be during the day. It could be on a new moon. Or the reversal of the moon could just be referring to that the setting where you'll meet is going to be during the day. It's not going to be a blind date. It could be someone that you know. Not necessarily so. I'm just kind of tapping into this energy of, like, emphasizing the fact that there are not going to be a lot of unknowns here. So how could that manifest in a first meeting where you don't know someone? It could be that you're going to feel like you've known them for a long time. Okay, give me more. Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be a relationship where slow and steady is the name of the game. No one's in a rush. It feels comfortable. And that doesn't mean that this is like avoidant attachment. I don't know when I'm going to hear from you. I think that's why the lack of unknowns showed itself first, to kind of allay that possibility. This is like making firm plans for a week from now. Not necessarily like that overly excited, addictive, I need to see you every moment of every day. I think you have a mature connection with this person where it's like you just both get a sense that there's going to be a next meeting. You're on a path that's going to lead you to a place that you're familiar with, because you're both willing to, like, be diligent, be responsible, be honest. You do what you say you're going to do. Okay, tell me more. How will you recognize this person? Three of Pentacles in reverse. They could just be exiting or finishing up a project, a collaborative project of some sort. Or it could be someone that you previously worked on a project with or collaborated with. That could be the sense of, like, oh, maybe this is someone that you know, but you haven't connected with romantically before. Three of Pentacles in reverse is like... when you volunteered for some political canvassing during a political campaign, you saw them in the office where you would go pick up your supplies. There was some interaction there, some mutual respect or mutual admiration. If it's not that you worked together with that person, one way that you'll recognize them is that one of the initial things that you chat about is going to be them having just wrapped up a project. Yeah, I was just checking in whether it's them, like, excuse me. Guys, I'm sorry, so many confirmation burps here. I was checking in whether this is something having to do with exiting a project before it was completed, because that's another possibility with the reversal here. They could have, like, said, well, I was working with this group, but I decided to stop doing that. I don't think that's the case. It's a lot stronger that if it's If that's the indicator for you, it's that the project was completed, and so they're kind of in between projects. This could be like an independent contractor or someone who works on like a piece basis, like, I don't know if that's making sense. Like, rather than an hourly basis, they complete a project and get paid for it. What's the main thing that this person is going to first be attracted to about you? Your competitive nature or sporting ability. You could meet playing softball together. Oh, you might meet like after a sporting event. I don't know. I don't want to go off on that tangent too heavily. They're going to notice your maybe sparring nature, and that would be more swords, like verbal sparring or sharp ideas. This is more physically based, more like maybe you're into rock climbing and you go to one of those climbing gyms and they kind of admire your skill and ability in that sense. Specifically in how you measure up against the other people that this person has seen. Like, I've never seen anyone scale that wall so quickly. That was really badass. They're going to admire something about you and your ability to succeed in a way that puts you kind of above the competition in their eyes. All right, any words of caution or just advice? Okay. Talk to them. There's something about communication here that's key. This person has the potential to be a good connection in your life. Of course, that all depends on what you make of it and the choices that both you and they make during the connection. But I think this connection is coming up because it has the potential to be something important in your life. The advice here is to communicate, to ask questions, but what? Hold on. There's a clarifier there. But what? I don't think you have to worry about making it all about them. I think they're a good conversationalist. The Hermit. Ask questions, but wow, doubling down on the whole like taking a step back energy. Don't be ever present. Let them miss you. Stay prioritized on your own life. Don't center them in your life. Keep communication going and receive their communication. Be like, don't disappear on them. And obviously, like, no game playing with the timing. Don't like wait a certain amount of time to get back to them in order to not appear overly interested. It's not what this is saying. It's more like maintain, rather than figuring out how often to communicate with them based on them, do it by allotting them the time that you have available after you've attended to yourself. So steal yourself away to your own life, focus on yourself, and then whatever time that you have allotted to romance or available to other people without kind of diminishing the pouring into yourself that's gotten you where you are, that's the appropriate amount of like communication and the right communication style with this person. All right. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps. I love you, and I will see you back next time.